cards. Speak, homies. Okay. So, how many costumes does it actually take to beat Balan Wonderworld? Well, today we're going to find out. I've created a route where I think this is the minimum amount of costumes you can actually complete the game in, and I'll explain why as we go through the run. So, yes, we're going to get started right away, and we're going to start by playing as Emma Cole. With the black hair, apparently. I wanted the blonde one, but no, that'll do. I don't play Leo Craig because Leo Craig actually sucks. Sorry to the Leo Craigers out there who enjoy that character. I feel sorry for you. So yeah, right off the bat you might be thinking, surely you need Tornado Wolf, right? Because Tornado Wolf is required to hit this switch up here. And that's actually false. It's a very precise jump, but you can actually jump around this block and get onto this platform. It's going to take me a few attempts, probably. That was close, that was close. Good. Yeah, so it's going to take me a few attempts. But we'll get it. In a few. There we are. Okay. Yeah, so it's like, you need to like not lose any height, but also have like enough speed and distance. So it's really like difficult to like to time it properly. Here we're gonna skip the mirror cutscene with the jumping jack by going around like this. Luckily they put a bit of geometry on that, so you can actually like stand on that part, which is actually surprising that that's actually there. They patched a few things out in the like from the demo, and that was one that I was surprised didn't get patched out. They could have like expanded the text box for the jumping jack to make it like render it useless, but they didn't. So I got no problem with that. Here's another one where you might think you need Tornado Wolf, but it's actually not the case. So here we got a brittle block on top of this platform here, which you might think, ah, Tornado Wolf, yes, obviously we need Tornado Wolf for this, but you can actually go around the side, grab it like that, yeah. So no need for that. Here we got, to get onto here we can jump onto this pumpkin stem like so and get up like that. We can then open the door. But right now we're really limited on trophies if we go into 1-2 right now, so we need to actually do a Balan bout, which fortunately for us is the only Balan bout, but unfortunate enough that we still have to do one. And if I mess up the timing on this, then the run's essentially dead, which is, you know, great. Like imagine doing some marathon and just choking the Balan bout at the start and being like 2 minutes in. Because literally progression would be impossible to continue. Yeah, luckily this one's easy, so you know. This one's smash, right? Yeah. There we go. I think the Balan bouts gets a bit faster, don't they? As like the game progresses. But I don't know much about Balan bouts because I don't do them. I mean, 5 bosses in the belts, Christian. I don't know what you're on about. But there we are. 4 excellence. That's going to be 1 trophy. If it wanted like 4 trophies, you know, maybe Balan belts would be worth doing in any percent. They wouldn't be, but we can pretend. Essentially, roughly a minute and a half for 4 trophies still wouldn't actually be worth it. But yeah, that's the first level complete. And now we're going to go back to Corn Galaxy, where we're going to not be an idiot. Because, okay, so I will be honest right now to like the people watching this VOD. Yeah, I'm trying to pretend like this is like a fresh like first attempt ever. This will be my second ever complete run if I get to the end, because I did do one the other day. But also this is the second attempt of the day because I failed the level coming up next. which is great. So yet again in this level, we actually don't need any costumes at all, because we can actually do this entire thing with Emma. As it's quite like a flat level, yeah, you don't really need anything. And here we're going to grab just 3 trophies and then leave, because we actually can't fight the boss right now. To be an enemy, you do need to have a costume equipped, and as we don't have one equipped right now, yeah, we can't do that. But yeah, we're going to go hit the ball puzzle, because yeah, this is required to get a trophy that is... We're basically limited to 3 trophies here, hence why I said like the Balan bout is required, because if we can't get like 3 trophies out of this, then this run would actually be impossible. Or we would have to pick up 1 costume at least to make do, but luckily that's not the case, and we can actually do all of World 1 without a costume up until the boss. So yeah, we're just going to grab this Balan statue, and we're going to make our way over to the final one, which you may think is this one here, but you actually can't grab this with just Emma. You could grab it with Jumping Jack, but like the intended solution is to use Pounding Pig, of course. But yeah, we can't actually, because we're not using these costumes this run. We're very limited to what we can use. Also, this jump kind of sus. As you can see, like taking me a few attempts here, which is fine. We have to do a trick called a coyote jump, but we have to time it well, so... Like that, there we are, we got it. That only took me 2nd try last time, so that's kind of disappointing. But now we can go back to other Tims. And yeah, so here we've now unlocked World 2 and 3, which gives us a lot more options for trophies and to progress the game. Because if you haven't played this game before, essentially you need 8 trophies to unlock World 2 and 3, you then need 25 to unlock 4, 5, and 6, you then need 50 to unlock 7, 8, and 9, and then you need 80 to unlock 10, 11, and 12. Additionally, you then need 110 to beat the game. So we definitely, you know, that's how like the game's gonna work. We can't do it without these important trophies. Or like, this is why trophies are important for this run. And speaking of important trophies, here's one that we can actually get right away. We can just grab this one and then Death Walk. Because it's just like it's just a quick trophy to grab. And as we haven't got a costume, we've got nothing to fear for doing it. But speaking of costume, we're actually going to go get our first one, hence why I picked up the key. And this first costume is going to be the Dusk Butterfly. Infamous for its dance moves, of course. But no, we're going to use Dusk Butterfly because, one, it will help us progress through this level a lot easier. This level would be impossible without a costume after all. But more importantly, it has a floaty jump. Which is actually something that we cannot overstate is like how important that is. We're then going to come over here and we're going to grab this trophy up here. Like so. Got to do a bit of a good mash there. And then we can come down here and now we can progress the level normally. Or at least how I would normally do it. Also I should explain, this is a category... when I say minimum costumes, it's going to be minimum unique costumes. I am allowed to pick up costumes like Dusk Butterfly, like again. Like, that won't go towards the costume count. But picking up a unique costume, like one I haven't actually picked up yet, that goes towards the count. So... I'm going to wait for this to go. There we are. We finished level. Okay, I went a bit quiet there with that skip because that's what killed the last run. So, went a bit into the focus zone there. But now we're going to go to 2-2. And this is because we want to get the dolphin costume, which is also going to be another required costume for the run because we can't swim otherwise. And the dolphin is just straight up better than the jelly jolt. We might as well pick up the dolphin. So we're going to do this by coming over this way, and we're going to go grab the key that's here. And avoiding the teleporter, we don't want to pick that up. That would then kill the run. I think that's the scary part about the run. If you actually walk into a costume, that's just a dead run. And yeah, I don't want that. Oh Jesus, that scared me. But yeah, we're gonna pick up like 5 trophies on the way. We can actually pick up 5 with just the dolphin, which is something that you wouldn't think would be possible, but luckily it actually is. So, because like there's ones that like need sewing sheep, there's some that need teleporter, there's some that need double jumper, but we are able to actually grab them with just the standing jump of the dynamic dumping. Like that we would need the teleporter for, but I'm clever, so I knew a way around it. And then we can head over this way, and oops, I have to go wait for the next cycle to come through. There we are. Almost made a good cycle. Pretending like I knew that cycle was going to be coming, of course. We are going to fight the mini-boss, and this is because right now I don't think that we have a good way to skip this boss. There is a way you can go around and stuff like that, but I don't think we really have that option right now, at least with Dolphin and Dust Butterfly. If we had like another costume like Frost Fairy or Number Jumper, yeah, like it's obvious we could do it, but that's not the case right now. I mean, Shadow, you say that like the mini boss, like the costumes are easy to avoid, but they're like in my first run I almost picked up a costume I didn't want because the boss, after hitting a boss, it flew me right into it, but I just didn't have a key to actually collect it. So here we can actually get onto the pirate ship, which we need double jumper for, by doing some like pretty awful jump. Get me out of here, get me out of here. Oh my god. Okay, this is a mistake. Luckily we can go back. No. Thanks, game. I wonder if I could get up there with using just Dusk Butterfly. I wouldn't use Dusk Butterfly here because Dusk Butterfly has some pretty terrible jumping ability. There we are, okay. That's how we do it. It's just like, I remember where like on the coral you can jump and stuff, and yeah, there we are. Well, that's our 4th trophy of the level. The final one is pretty easy to get. I'm going to switch to Dusk Butterfly here, and the reason why I'm going to do this is because if we fall onto these water currents with the dolphin, then we go into them, which we don't want. So we can just walk on top of it with Dusk Butterfly, go to the right side of that, which is now my left, and get a quicker 5th trophy as opposed to going around the left. We're now moving on to 2-1. So with the dolphin and the Dusk Butterfly, like that's all we're going to need for this level. Like Jelly Jolt is like a suggested pickup here, but it's just for the fact that it can swim. And right now we can swim, so you know, we don't need it. There's going to be a couple sketchy jumps in this level because we don't have a jumper, really. So yeah, that's going to be a thing. So yeah, once we but this is, so I'll explain why we got Dusk Butterfly. I'll explain another reason why we got Dusk Butterfly coming up actually in a moment. But first of all, let me just, why am I picking up the key? I've got any % strats in my head right now. But yeah, how's it going, Mim? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so we're gonna come up this way, and we can get 2 trophies by... Oh, this is the wrong way. I forget there's like 2 little off sections here. Oh my god, go away. Stop chasing me. Thank you. We can come up this way. Do a couple coyote jumps to get up onto here, where we can then go over here and grab this trophy. Now this gap here wouldn't be possible without Dusk Butterfly and that little bit of extra floatiness that comes with this character. So we're gonna make full use of that. Am I doing tutorial commentating my run? I am commentating a run because this is gonna be a YouTube video, hopefully. We're doing a clickbaity, how many costumes does it take to beat Balan Wonderworld style video. So yeah, then we're gonna go back to our dolphin and then we're gonna climb up this way. And this is why we need Dusk Butterfly actually. These gaps here are suggested for the bubble blower, which we don't want, but Dusk Butterfly can just cut them. You actually can't cut those with Dynamic Dolphin, which kind of actually sucks that you can't do that, because like I thought like the route was going to hit a wall, until I thought, hey, maybe like the little tiny flaps of Dusk Butterfly could actually, you know, do that, which it could, so that was really cool. And then we could actually still do this gate skip, which you normally would do with the jumping jack, but it is like a little, you need a bit of a, you need to time your jumps well here, which always isn't the most fun. But yeah, like that, we can then ride on top and grab this final trophy, switch back to our dolphin, and yeah, so here we are. This is the end of the level. We should be at 23 trophies if I'm not mistaken, which I think is a good start, especially when we've only picked up 2 costumes. Where I think around this point, 80%, we would have picked up at least 5, so. Now we have the boss, which looks a lot like Josuke from JoJo's. And yeah, so this is going to be quite a slow boss fight, because we don't really have an answer to the jellyfish that the boss throws at us, which is the attack that this boss likes to throw at us. So we kind of have to wait these phases out to then go into the second attack. So we're basically free here to lose our dolphin here. Like if we lose it, it's not the end of the world. We can pick up a spare one if we need it. But yeah, this is a tech that I haven't really explained, especially like if it's the first time seeing this game. Yeah, you can like switch costumes just to use iframes and just go through a lot of attacks in this game. It's a very useful little technique. So now the boss is going to do the retaliation phase attack, which is perfect for the dolphin. And yeah, so that's how we would do that phase. That's not like how you do it normally. This will reward us 2 trophies, basically. We can't get the full 3 trophies because we don't have a way to do the jellyfish attack. So I'm just gonna like use iframes here. Take no risk. So maybe a gamer, but I'm not the top dog of gamers, you know. So here comes another jellyfish attack. Luckily, you know, we can just keep doing this over and over again. And then that's the boss defeated. Very slow when you're doing low percent, but I guess that's like one thing about this category right now that you're gonna like discover while you're watching this video. A lot of these boss fights are gonna be really, really slow. But nonetheless, that takes our trophy count up to 25, which then unlocks World 4. But before we go to World 4, we're actually gonna go back to World 1 and defeat the boss, because that's a requirement to actually, you know, beat the game. You need to beat all 12 bosses and have 110 trophies. Or statues. I like to call them trophies because they look more like trophies than statues in my opinion. But you know, you can do whatever you want. So this mini boss is just going to involve us avoiding these tornado attacks and then just jumping right on the boss. We don't really care how slow this takes, it's going to be slow anyway. My Tim's going to help me fight, but they're not going to be very useful. So I believe the boss shoots 1 tornado for the first phase, 2 for the second, and 3 for the third. But it might be 4 on the third. I don't think it is though. And there we are. Nice easy boss fight. So yeah, that's gonna be 1, 2. Yeah, pretty simple. We're just gonna go finish up the mini bosses. Nothing really exciting about that, but we can now go fight one boss, which is going to be another slow boss fight because we have no way to deal with the tornado attack or the retaliation phase with the costumes that we will be having during this run. So we kind of have to the only way we can actually damage the boss is to like attack him like this. Well, actually that's a lie. We can actually, yeah, we can actually attack him at the end of the what's it called? Yeah, the tornado phase. But that's still quite a long wait that we have to do. I'm just going to damage boost here to avoid these. I bet you haven't seen these before because everyone knows just the pounding code. Showing off how broken just switching costumes can be. But yeah, we can get our second hit in there, but we don't get a trophy for doing that, so we can only come out with 1. But now I have to sit for another retaliation phase. Mind that this boss only takes 45 seconds with cutscenes and everything. And yeah, we're already a minute in. Oh, the boss did get away there, that's fine. No, I'll just spank it in the butt. Okay, so now we actually get to do a very cool trick here, which I'm really happy to show off. This is actually an any percent. This is actually going to be the any percent for one. And if you haven't seen this before, this is going to be quite interesting because you might think, oh, surely you need like sewing sheep to actually do 4-1, and it's actually not true. You actually don't need it because Dust Butterfly yet again showing off how useful this can be. Can actually, you know, ride these fans and yeah. We're actually going to pick up a costume here though, so we're going to make sure to pick up that key and safely land here. Being careful with these birds are scary. And the third costume of the run is going to be the Aero Acrobat. The Aero Acrobat's going to be really good for the 4 boss, and it's also going to be really good for getting a trophy in this level. Doesn't really serve much purpose, but yeah, I kind of just like talked over that, but yeah, Dust Butterfly is broken on fans, and if you just like do a little bit of mash on that fan, you can just get right up to the top of the level, not needing to use anything such as sewing sheep or anything like, you know, any broken costume really. Dust Butterfly can do that. Unfortunately, I'm stuttering again, but luckily unfortunately, that's the word I actually want to use. Yeah, unfortunately we can't really use that much in this run because like there aren't that many air currents that actually lift you up that high. But nonetheless, that was 2 trophies and 1 costume out of 4-1. But now we have 4-2, and if you haven't seen 4-2 before, this is also a very broken level because of how whale cycles work. You might think, oh, surely you need like laser robot, you need sewing sheep for like the end section, and you need Aero Acrobat for the middle section. But luckily this is all skippable because of how this level works. You see this whale that we actually see this whale here? Normally we have to get to the end of the level and then jump on its back, but we can actually do one better, and yeah, we can grab this trophy here and just jump on its back whilst it's under the level, you know, right at the start level. And yeah, not only does that save a lot of time, but it also makes this level very, very possible to do with like out picking up a costume. So now we have 4 boss, and Aero Acrobat is going to be good for every single phase of this boss fight. And if we do it well, we might even be able to pick up 3 trophies, but I put 2 just in case. Because Aero Acrobat is actually broken against this boss. And you'll see this here. When this platform spawns, we can just jump off, ignore the balloon box, and just hit him like that. Here the boss is going to have a tantrum, which is fine. I'm going to let the boss have his little tantrum. I'm going to wait for a... I'm an idiot. But luckily, as I said, this is unique costumes. So I can just wait for this phase to end. Unfortunately, this is a time loss that kind of sucks. So I can explain what happened there. That was... I don't know what's going on with me right now. I think that was a bad play as well. Luckily we get one more shot at doing this retaliation phase. Which I'm going to get this time. Unless the boss doesn't want to do it. Okay, that's interesting. The phases are a bit out of whack here. This was a mess, this was a mess. I'm gonna let it... I'm gonna let it do myself. This is bizarre. You should have done retaliation phase there, but you didn't. Okay, well, nonetheless. The boss has been bonked. And hopefully we should have 2 trophies here. Yeah. 2 trophy. So now we're going to go to 6-2. And we're going to get our 4th costume here. Which is going to be a very useful costume for the entire run, actually. Or for, like, at least the mid-game of the run. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if it's actually... So I put down 2 trophies here. I don't actually know how many is actually possible to get here. It might not even be the amount that I said. Because I thought, like, I think when I made this route, I was like, oh yeah, I can grab this trophy, surely. And turned out, no, I couldn't. So... Unless we could get up here, which looks like we can. Unless this has, like... No, that doesn't have... Yeah, that doesn't have collision. So nonetheless, we're going to have to do a little bit of improv here. Unless I'm going to just give the hard truth that this has collision. Which it didn't, obviously. Why would it have collision? But I'm going to do something a little slow here. But yeah, we're going to pick up our next costume. We're going to get rid of Acrobat here. For Aircat. You see, you really get a cutscene here because, you know, for some reason when you pick up the ones in these dressing rooms where they're free in the entire game, yeah, you don't get the cutscene play. Which is very nice, actually. So, we're going to go from here, right? And we're going to go down here. And we're going to grab this trophy. Then from here we're going to cut this gap. I'm going to go through the mirror. He's eating my gems. Yo, Noah, thank you for the good luck, my dude. But now we're going to grab this trophy here, so... We're going to come this way. Work our way through the level, somewhat. Luckily we don't actually have to fight this mini-boss. Luckily Aircat can, in fact, do this without needing to. We're going to have to go around the perimeter of the arena though. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a very delayed coyote jump and float. And as you can see we can get around there, just about. And there's 2 trophies grabbed there. Now for 5-2. Luckily we don't need Hothead, we don't need Sickle Slayer, we don't need Lickshot Lizard. This is all possible using Aircat, and I think, yeah, we're just going to be using Aircat here to get like 4 trophies. In a relatively quick time. Like, some of these trophies are actually kind of slow, but like, they're worth picking up just to make sort of the route possible and stuff. The first order of business is that we want to go around these torches. We're doing this. Because, you know, that's some Yuji Naka level game design right there, where you can just, where they put an obstacle in front of you and you can just jump around it, you know. That's how it be. Also, I forget how bad the camera is in this area. I also keep forgetting to go get the first trophy here, but nonetheless, it's there. We're sort of heading that way anyway, so it doesn't lose that much time. Lose me that much time. I can't speak right now. But then we also don't have to repeat what we just did, so, you know, great fun. But now we're like going this way. We're gonna head to the checkpoint. I'm also trying to be careful here because I have experienced the camera being kind of shit. Like that. So now we're at the checkpoint. I'm gonna cut this gap, not needing to use hothead. And we're gonna come back down here where there is actually a nice, convenient statue for us. Also, the camera is still being a bit arse. But here we can actually avoid having to do anything with hothead by just doing these jumps. And then for the final part of this level, we're going to get our jump eaten apparently. That's pretty difficult. Also, I can't believe that missed. I should take the platform, that'll make it easy. In fact, there's probably an easier way around that, but that's why I found it to work. But as I said, we're going to pick up 4 trophies here, so the last trophy we're going to pick up is we're going to actually turn around on these stairs, land on this platform here, and then from here, I think, yeah, it was from here, we can just about land on this trophy platform. And then we can go around here and finish up the level. There we are, and that's 5-2 complete. Reminder for those who've just come in, we've only got 4 trophies so far this entire run. Now for 3-1. So we held off 3-1 for a while because we would need to pick up the web wrangler under normal circumstances. But luckily that's not the case here. Because Aircat can actually skip most of the level, and by most level I mean the sections which need web wrangler, so I'll show off how this is done, and on the way we're going to pick up 4 trophies because that's a pretty good number to have. Also, Aircat's really fun in this level. So first things first, I'm going to come over this way. I'm going to grab this trophy. Then we're going to come over this way to spawn this trophy. Of course, this one's very quick to grab, so we might as well do it. Then what we can do is we can use Aircat and a good mushroom bounce to then get onto this platform here, which is the end of the level. But before that, we kind of want this trophy here, so we're going to quickly just grab that and then fly back. And there, that's 3-1. And now we have to fight the boss. I kept Dynamic Dolphin here just in case, like, something bad happens and messes me up, essentially. Because it did happen in my first ever run of this category. So this boss is pretty simple, I'm going to get 3 trophies from it. because we basically just do how we would do it casually, except we have to kind of be a bit more cautious on one of these upcoming attacks, which is this one here. Because normally the web wrangler would be immune to this web attack that she's about to shoot at me. Like that. So kind of now have to sit here like a loser and take it like a cheat. I think I could have gone a bit earlier, honestly. I panicked. Why didn't I hit him? I was stunned. Luckily, he's going to go for a round 2. Which should give me enough trophies, right? Yeah, I should have gone earlier. That was my fault. But nonetheless, the boss is dead. No costumes picked up. And we got 3 trophies, which is ideal. If we lost a trophy, that would have been bad. So here we have 6-1. Where we're going to grab 4 trophies. Just got to remember which ones we're grabbing. Do. Let's try to do a thinky. Okay, yeah. I know which trophies I'm grabbing. So fortunately for us, we have to do a couple slow trophies in this level because we actually are unable to get a certain trophy that's really quick. Because we don't have anything that can give us enough height to actually go grab it. So we're going to swap out our Dynamic Dolphin for our 5th costume of this run, which is going to be Gear Prince. And Gear Prince is such a great costume because it has so much versatility by opening just this one single door, you know. But yeah, by doing these jumps here, you can grab this trophy that's here. And then we can just use Air Cat to swap platform through his area. Unfortunately, we can't do any cool skips in this section. Gear Prince is so poggers that we require it to actually beat this game. You know, so great that, you know, it's literally required because of one door, you know. Oh, such a fantastic costume. And unfortunately, we also missed the cycle, but I wasn't too worried about that anyway. Get aboard. Wait for it. Grab it. Nice. So we're going to do something called a Death Warp here. Maybe. No, I changed my mind. We're going to do this one. Because if I get this right, we can actually still land back on the platform. Ah, we didn't make it, which is fine, so we have to climb the tower once more. Yeah. I'm not going to lie, I did kind of screw up with the routing here because I didn't think whether a trophy would be possible or not. It never crossed my mind, and it turned out it was actually impossible, so... Really good planning from me, Karen. Really good planning. But yeah, I should state, like, this route that I'm doing is by no means optimal. There's probably trophies we can be grabbing instead and different level orders, which will be a bit more beneficial. But this is like a lone project I kind of did, you know, sort of like what is possible here. And yeah. So yeah, we have to go this way. Game's eating my jumps because it loves me. And we have to kind of go around here, which we don't normally do because it's quite a slow trophy. Talk about how poggers Gear Prince is. That's evil. That's evil. I hate this section. I've also learned the hard way from my last run that the camera actually sucks here. Who would have believed that Yuji Naka made a good game camera? Just kidding, he made a terrible one. That was such a surprise to me. Yuji Naka being known for amazing cameras in gaming. Gear Prince, okay, I've thought about Gear Prince Pog as well. You know, it opens that one door, that's really cool, you know. But now we have 4 trophies, we're going to go end the level off. This level's really slow. I love this level in 8%, but this category, I don't like it. If we get on that lollipop, we could actually probably do the jump, but I don't think that is possible. But maybe I'll go lab that later, but yeah, top of right now. Can't be bothered. Talk about how weird Gear Prince is. Oh, for sure. Screw Gear Prince, homie. Why does it even exist? I'll have to do it after I've explained this boss, but... yeah, so this boss, we're just going to basically not pick up any costumes. I don't even know why I went for the key. That's force of habit. And unfortunately, we can't actually deal with this first phase, so this is going to be quite a slow boss. So, just kind of have to wait it out. Talk about how weird Champ Gear Prince is. Yeah, screw this costume. Why is it required for one door? If we could do door clips, Gear Prince wouldn't be required. But yeah, you can, don't need Chrono Bunny. If you mash the stick hard enough, you can get out and hit the boss like that. But we do have to sit for another one of these phases again. So yeah, we're kind of waiting it out again. I'm going to switch the Gear Prince here to do the last hit. Which we don't need, but it might be worthwhile having. Going to do the 4 missile attack. So we just jump into the middle, which immediately makes the attack come out, and that's the boss dead. And now we're at 50, which is perfect for us because... yeah, so this is perfect for us because we can now get Frost Fairy. And Frost Fairy is the most broken costume in the entire game. As far as like any costumes in the before post game actually are concerned. So we're gonna go get Frost Fairy. And basically the whole run's gonna become very open to us now because Frost Fairy can do so much. Like starting to get trophies will not be a problem because of Frost Fairy. So yeah, oops, wrong costume. But nonetheless, we're going to use Air Cat for this section here. We can actually get straight to the costume by doing a series of jumps like this. Oh, actually, this is wrong. We can get close to the costume. But yeah, there's like bits of this geometry you can like stand on and like that, and we can use it to get the Frost Fairy. Saw some awkward jumps there, as you could tell, but now that we have Frost Fairy, we can now just sort of speedrun this level really quickly. By first of all grabbing this trophy. Making our way to this parcel. This jump honestly kind of sucks. And yeah, then we can get this trophy, and if we turn around then there's going to be a trophy behind us as well. So that's going to be basically 3 very quick trophies in succession. Also yeah, we had to say hi to Balan, but I wasn't even thinking about Balan. Screw Balan. Him and his belts suck. But yeah, here's a good usage of the iframes. We can just, yeah. We can just go through this. But yeah, we can also grab this trophy. We're just doing some good matches. And yeah, so for the final trophy of this level, we're going to do this skip off the switch, which is a nice any percent trick, so I'm well practiced at it. And then we can get onto this trophy platform by jumping onto this side here and then just holding A with crossbow, nice and easy. So now we're going to go to 5-1, because we didn't want to do 5... We could have done 5-1 a while ago. Like, there was absolutely nothing stopping us from doing 5-1. Except the boss was stopping us. Without, like, so I'll explain it when we get to the boss, but yeah, there's a reason why we couldn't do 5-1 right away, because of the boss. But 5-1's going to be quite an interesting level. We're going to grab 4 trophies here. And yeah, there's one of the ones we're going to grab right there. I love the music of this level. And they say that, and then, like, you know, I say that and then the music gets interrupted. It's so nice. You know, it's so great that my favourite song in this game gets interrupted by, like, Booba, Caesar, or however it goes. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. There we are, okay. Just gonna go grab the first trophy of the level, which is gonna be this one here. And then the second one's going to be over this way. And then we're going to work our way back and do what we just did off the fence again. You'd love to see it. Actually, I might be able to get another trophy really quickly. I think. Yeah, I can get this. I actually don't need this, but I'm just going to grab it to be ahead. Just in case, like, any mistakes happen. As for the final 2 trophies, we can grab this one. And then if we do a Frost Fairy float onto this box, we can then get up here with some pirouettes, and then onto this, and then onto here. That will finish up the level. So normally the World 5 boss requires Lickshot Lizard or Guardian Bird to be able to hit it. But luckily for us, during the Lickshot Lizard phase, we can actually just fly up to it using Frost Fairy. And yeah, we can just pop that here. We're also going to be careful not to pick up any keys just in case we get flown into a Guardian Bird and kill the run. How's it going, Storm? Might as well just damage boost here, we can't actually do anything about this phase. Hey, let's go time Luigi Master 3 dash 3. So the boss is going to do this attack again. Unfortunately, he did get away because I wasn't thinking. But yeah. We are able to just hit it right back. Let's go tying Luigi Master with a score of 3-3. So yeah, now we have to sit through the retaliation phase once more, which is great fun because, you know, it's just pressing the L&R button. For this phase, we're not going to repeat what we just did. We're actually going to let it do this attack. We're going to stand up, break the egg using the spin boost, and we're going to let the bird box phase happen, because that'll give us another trophy. And yeah, there we are, that's 5 boss. And that should be 2 trophies. Nice and easy. Now we're going to go to 8-2. 8-2 in any percent is just done with Frost Fairy, so yet again this is going to be very, very normal. Yeah, so those that don't know, low percent is basically just what I'm calling minimum costumes. Which I have calculated the minimum amount of costumes required to actually beat this game currently, with our current knowledge. I'm not going to say what it is right now because that would be spoilers. But all you need to know right now is we've only picked up 6 costumes. I just remembered I'm going to go this way. If it'll let me. No. I'm going to get away. Okay, I made a mistake here. Okay, we made it. So that was a mistake for me. I should have gone this way to start with to grab this trophy. And I auto-fired it there because I don't normally grab that one, but... Yeah, but now we can use the Frost Fairy to go down this slide. And for the final trophy, it's just to our left. We do have a technique to grab this. It's called a coyote jump into mash the shit out of your stick. Not stick, the buttons. I can't speak. You're gonna get to know this during this entire... We've probably noticed already, I'm terrible at speaking. But I'm trying my best, and that's sometimes the best that you can do. Now, for a rather slow boss fight, so sit back, get comfortable, and we're going to be here a while. We can't do anything about this first phase, so we're just going to... Yo, thank you, Storm. Yeah, I made it today. I was really happy with it. So yeah, normally we need the Hardy Hammer or the Abominable Snowman to hit this ice core, but I am not picking up that costume because it, you know, we could just let this phase play out normally. But we can hit this phase, which I'll do. So here we're going to switch to Air Cat, and with some timing, like that, we can switch back to our Frost Fairy and avoid being frozen. And then we have to sit through what we just did again, where we would wait around. Yeah, there's just so much waiting here. But here we are. The boss is now dead. Yeah, this category has a lot of waiting around with the bosses because there's just some phases where we are unable to hit it. Usually, it's like in 8% these bosses can kind of go down rather quickly, but just in low percent where we're not picking up the costumes that would make the boss fast. It's just like, yeah, it's kind of just waiting. There are some cool strats that we can actually do. Like the World 9 boss that's coming up is got a cool strat. But it still involves a bit of waiting around, which kind of blows. But this level is actually one of my favourites for this category. Mainly because we actually don't need the required costume to beat this level, which would normally be Rail Runner. You can actually skip Rail Runner completely. But first things first, we're going to pick up a trophy here. We're going to get a lot of trophies here because they're all fairly easy to get. One's actually a really cool trophy grab, which I actually can't wait to show off. This one is not the one though. We normally don't grab this one in 80% because it is grab slow. It's probably faster to pick him up in any percent, but in this category we don't need him. So yeah, to skip Rail Runner, we have to do a series of rough and precise Frostberry mashes, like so. Yeah, and like that, we can skip Rail Runner. That's like my favourite thing to do, like, it's such a sick thing you can do. Here's another sick skip, if you haven't seen this one before. We're going to use another one of those beautiful dusk butterfly launches to land onto this platform. Then land on here. Grab this trophy here. And then we can go through this way here. Yeah, this music is actually a banger. Then here we can actually come over this way, grab this trophy, land on this platform here, land on this. Then we come this way, skip the last section of the level. But before we do that, we might as well come down here where there's another trophy. So. Oh, I nearly killed the I nearly killed the run there. I nearly just went headfirst into a costume. But yeah, that's 9-1. Pretty sick level. Then we can do 9-2, because we might as well. And what we're going to do here is we're going to firstly go into Dusk Butterfly because we can very quickly get onto this balcony up here. Using it, like so. Then we can land on here, switch to Frostberry and go. So this is going to basically, for the rest of the levels, it's going to be normal odd any percent 9-2. But if you haven't seen this, it's still kind of cool. We can just sort of run through the funhouse and get some very quick trophies. We can skip this entire room by doing a Coyote jump into a Frostberry Mash like so. Then here. You can grab this trophy here. Which I think normally requires like the ghost costume, I don't know. Then here. We can jump out the window here to get onto this platform with the Father Tim, and then we can go down here. That made me jump for a second. Yeah, and then we can just go through this last section. And yeah, that's 9-2. Very nice level. I enjoy World 9 in this category, it's very fun. So surprisingly, we don't need Pounding Robot or Slow Tortoise in this boss either. So we're free to... Yeah, 9-2 is like the most... 9-1 is like the most interesting one to watch, I think. 7-2 is interesting though, that's coming up soon. Here we're just going to let this phase play out because we actually can't do anything about this one. Luckily, it's not as slow as the World 8 boss. But I'm going to get my air cat ready. Because we've got to do the missile phase here. Luckily they're very easy to hit with air cat. And now here we're going to get close to the boss, right up and close and personal. And hit it, like that. And then we're going to replay the first phase again. As I said, it doesn't take too long though. Just sort of just keep pressing the up button. Yeah, this boss is a bit of waiting again, but it's not as bad as like... We haven't actually seen the worst boss yet. In fact, V, do you want to take guesses on what you think the worst boss is? Yeah, this boss is way cooler than... Nah, 10 boss is not the correct answer here. So now we're actually going to do World 7. And we can do World 7 without picking up a single costume either. Though actually it does have the hardest level in the entire run coming up, which is going to be 7-2. And you'll see why when we actually get there. This single level may take a few attempts actually. But for now, yeah, we can kind of just go through us all with Frostberry. Frostberry. Oh. You know you want to. There we are. This game is like... So this game is like playing with Luigi in Mario 3D World, essentially, because like, you're very slippery. Like, you have a lot of like... You have a lot of friction. You have a very little friction on the ground, you kind of just like slide around. But yeah, we can get onto this brick here. Yeah, we can make it up here. Then for the final trophy, got to space out my jumps here. Pretty well, that was close. And now we have the hardest level of the run. Also, I got so disorientated that I don't know how. 7-2 then. So the deal with 7-2 is that normally you're required to use like Floaty Flower or Soaring Sheep, a costume that can like glide across like large gaps. And whilst Frost Fairy is good at crossing large gaps, it's not good at crossing the biggest gaps in the game, essentially. Because you are limited to how much you can fly. Do I have to fight the mini-boss? Not at all. The mini-boss is skippable. Always has been. But yeah, it's the requirement. So basically, as I was saying, yeah, with the fact that you can't use the Float Flower or the Soaring Sheep, this means that we kind of have to do a very, very, very precise Frostberry mesh at some point in the level, and by I say precisely, we gotta space out the jumps very well, and then land on a very small, like pixel. I don't know. I say pixel. It's probably not a pixel, but like we have to make sure we stand on this like platform, like a very. That just happened. Okay, so actually, I'm gonna have it take a detour toward 8 to go get another Frost Fairy because the game just hit me with absolutely nothing. I did not know that was even possible, and now I'm very confused and very upset. I tried Tim's out, but it was too slow. Wow, that momentum. But, yeah, just gonna hope that the camera behaves for me. Unfortunately, though Aircat and Frostberry are very similar, the trick I wanted to show off is not possible with Aircat, so I do have to go out my way and go grab it. But as I said, this is a unique costume, so honestly, there's no real penalty for going to get another Frost Fairy. Just kind of sucks I have to go do that. Yeah. Aircat does not gain verticality whilst Frost Fairy can, and that also makes it able to travel much further ranges. I don't need Aircat, but it's helpful to have when I don't have Frost Fairy. So where were we? That's right, we're at the second trophy, which got robbed from me by this guy. What an absolute king. Not gonna let it happen again though. He's keepoing me. I can't believe he's keepoing me. Now trust me, the game counts how many individual costumes you have, so it actually doesn't go towards the count if I pick up multiple. I needed Aircat earlier in the run. And in fact, there's actually another reason why we need Aircat and Dusk Butterfly and a lot of the costumes we've got, but I haven't actually explained that yet because I don't want to spoil it. Okay, here comes the hardest jump in the game. So we can get onto this. This is going to take a few attempts. Okay, we got it. Nice. We're able to get a jump right before we go through that mirror. If we don't get the jump, then we kind of have to continue our Frostberry Mesh, which is a bit sus. So we have to like land on the mirror right as we go through it, to then be able to jump again and refresh our jump essentially. So from here, we can then get onto this and over the wall. Actually, I don't know if this is even possible. Okay, it doesn't. That might be possible. I think Donkey did it, but we can do it. We can do it a different way. I know ways to do it. We'll just watch the cutscene. Hello, mini boss. Like that. Okay, we're through level. That took long enough, and that was really annoying. That was frustrating. So for 7 boss. We're not going to pick up any costumes here because that's slow when we can actually do two of the phases with Frost Fairy. Very, very useful costume here. So we got the outwards hands, which we can just whack like that. So yeah, we can't actually deal with this phase because we don't have something that can break steel, and we won't for the entire run, so. The boss is going to do this attack again. But instead I'm going to wait for it to... You what? Okay, I should have done that with Air Cat. Let's... oh my god. This game is being... World 7 is being brutal to me today. Half of this stuff isn't even my fault. It's not even my fault, mate. Luckily, Tim Warps exists. We can get out of there without any scars. Though I am mentally scarred, so. Yeah, World 7 is bullying me.
Good morning, Kai.
Yo, Indigo, thank you for the sub, man. Right, let's get this again. There we are. Yeah, thank you for the sub, man. Thanks so much. Are you doing well? Did my thing update? I can't tell because my splits are covering it. So just killing time here by breaking these chest pieces. It might update in a bit. Let me know if it updates. There's probably a delay to it. And screw the boss, he's dead. As for messing me about, King. I really can't understand. I can't undersell how important Frost Fairy is. So taking damage there is really bad. So here we're going to get our 7th trophy of the run, if I'm not mistaken. But first of all, let's go grab these 2 trophies because they're quick. And we're going to swap out our Air Cat here because we don't need Air Cat. And we need Inky Painter here to actually progress through this level. Very similar to the fact that it's gear prints, in the fact that we can't actually, we can't beat this level without the Inky Painter. But luckily this opens up more than just one door. And it's also really good in combat as well, so it's gonna help us out with 12-1 and 11-2. Yeah, at least Inky Painter isn't trash. What BB just said sums up my feelings for the gear prints. But yeah, this level has some very quick trophy grabs. Yeah. I might do that sometime, just a category where I have to use exclusively box or something. I'm sure it's doable. Yo, thank you for the love of the new layout, Indigo. I'm glad you enjoyed my man. It's great, it's great. Box looks amazing. But yeah, there's nothing really to explain with this level, it's just very vertical. It's basically how we were doing any descent. Wow, that's the second time the camera's done that to me. Second round in a row, I think, actually. But yeah, there we are. Just gonna quickly... Oh, it did update. Nice. Next up, we need to go to 12.1. And luckily for us, 12.1 is going to be pretty cake. In fact, I'm only going to pick up 3 trophies here because I am ahead on my trophy count. But yeah, the first trophy we can get is by going on top of this box and landing on this trophy here. Voice us, you know, do something like tackling ball or paladin puncher. We can just do that, which is very nice. And then here we don't need to do this auto scroll section because we can just cross ferry over here and get this trophy. And yeah. Yeah, so now we have like a nice time to go get a water break, so I'm going to hydrate. Oh. But yo, Indigo, after this run, do you want to play some Final Fantasy? You can probably catch up to AC before she gets started. I might stream it as well, because I feel like streaming it too. Yeah, I mean, I know that we haven't actually got that many quests till the first dungeon, so yeah. I feel like we can do it. Okay, coming up to it, and switch. What are we dealing with? Yes, lad, poggers. They're angry, they're out for blood. There we are. That's our third trophy. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, AC, we're going to get up to the first dungeon, so we'll wait for you. Of course, we won't go without you. But yeah, there we are, that's going to be 12. One, pretty simple level really. Nothing, basically the same as any percent. Except I'd pick up less trophies, because those trophies are sus and I don't want everyone to die there. As for 11-2, very simple level, very nice, easy, straightforward level. In fact, first order of business, we're just going to get straight to the top of the level using Dusk Butterfly. Because Dusk Butterfly can actually fly in the World 11 levels, so that's really cool. Just gotta remember where the platforms are. Well, there's one, so. But yeah, then we can go onto this platform here. And then avoid any encounters with Nagari that are going to try and kill me, because I've had a run die to a cutscene snipe, which was not fun. But yeah, this mini boss is easily defeated using the inky painter, because we can see. I'm not gonna lie, VG, I didn't know I could dodge him either. That was some happy, surprising news. Gonna grab 4 trophies on the way out. Normally I grab 3 here, but I just want the additional trophy. Oh wow, okay. Oh, that wasn't very pog. I guess I could just... What's my option here? I could fly, okay. That's gonna be my option. There we are. I am screwing up, I'm screwing up, I'm screwing up, okay? I fell off. Okay, here we are. This is how we're gonna do it. This is how we're gonna do it. I got a little lost. I think it's just... There's just probably like an area where you stand on and it triggered them. But yeah, we're gonna get a trophy over here. I could do this Dusk Butterfly, but I do know how to do without it, so... Because that's an old school trophy grab. Then from here, whoa, being a dick. And yeah, after a bit of struggle, there's 11-2. As for 10-2, this is going to be quite a nice, simple level. Yet again. Because, yeah, this level's meant to be like a big old stair maze, but if we use Frost Fairy, we're able to skip the entire thing. No need for Inky Painter here, no need for Dusk Butterfly, and the only thing we need here is Frost Fairy. In fact, I'm going to do some live experimenting this run. I'm going to allow out a fast trophy. But yeah, if we jump off here and land on this canvas easel thing, forgot what the correct word is, but yeah, if we land on that, we can get this trophy here, and then from here, we can go up here. And then if we trigger the mini-boss cutscene, we can then guide around the mini-boss arena because all these mini-bosses are kind of jokes. But yeah, so here, 10 boss, probably one of the harder bosses in the run. But isn't the well, like 10 boss isn't going to be the slowest boss in the run because we can do this like normally, like, and normally 10 boss is actually quite a quick boss fight, luckily for us. So I hit that quickly. There we are, almost got whammied. But the saying goes, Chiron never gets whammied. Chiron is too good to be whammied. If we get behind these paintings, like so, just keep moving, keep rotating, we can snipe the boss off from behind the paintings and end the phase early, which is way quicker. Dodging the rabbits, and like that, and then that's 10 boss dead. Very quick boss. One of the only bosses in the run where we can actually go for all 3 trophies and save a bunch of time. Now for 11.1, you'll see the split there says Dusk Glow. That's because Dusk Butterfly is broken in this level. It's like the one levels where it's actually very useful, other than 4.1. In 8% we actually don't use it, but as we've still got hold of it, and we're good on trophy count, you know, we can go do this upcoming thingy-majiggy. So yeah, if we switch to our Dust Butterfly here, you'll see the end of levels right here. So all I have to do is go... And yeah, there we are. It's a very simple level. Now we're on to the 8th trophy pickup. Not trophy, it's a costume. Now we're on to the 8th costume pickup of the entire run, which is going to be Water Blaster. For some reason they're going counterclockwise. Maybe it's because of like costume. Yeah, I don't know why, but when I did these last 2 runs, these have been going counterclockwise. Maybe it's when I do like the level order or something. I got no idea why this is like that though. But when the boss roars, we can actually get a very quick hit on the boss, like so. I did it in the last low percent run as well. And now here we're going to have to sit through another one of these. But this is normal. So we're going to get ready to do some snipes. And yeah, there we are. And that will be 11 boss defeated. Yeah. So Fire Hydrant, you might think, hey, if you just... technically you could beat this boss without Fire Hydrant, but it would be an absolute nightmare. And now you're thinking, but Kai, this is minimum costumes, if you can skip it, why are you picking it up? Wow, we're almost at the explanation. We're almost at the explanation. But right now, we've got to do 12-2 first. It'll take forever. You have to go through, like... You have to go to that, like, the fireball phase, like, 3 times. Twice, and then pray you actually land it. Oh, fun fact, you can't go through this. But yeah, we're gonna do a quick pit stop for the air cat here. Just so that we have a costume for backup. Unfortunately, we do not have Jelly Jolt, which makes the boss a lot easier. So we have to do the boss without, the next boss without Jelly Jolt. Oh, trying to keep my distance from these bombs. Yeah, just safety reasons. So I shouldn't have actually picked up that trophy because now, like, if this was actually true low percent, then yeah, this run would be dead because I would have to pick up another trophy in the boss. But luckily, I'm just calling this category low percent when really it's just minimum costumes. So yeah, it's absolutely fine. You know, we can come out of this level with as many trophies as we really want, honestly. But at least for this video, at least, because, you know, this is about how little costumes each Balan Wonderworld, how little trophies and costumes. So now we have Champions Road, as I like to call it. Lots of jumping with these horrible hitboxes on these things. And here's the lance. It's the guy who clicks. Yeah, so there's nothing special about 12-2. We would just normally go through it without picking up any costumes. And yeah, but there's the mini-boss. Right, so now we have a very slow auto-scroller section, followed up by the big reveal of the slowest boss in this category, 12 boss. Because not only are we not going to be using Jelly Jolt to hit the retaliation phase, we're not picking up Invisible Man, and we're not picking up the Vacuum Blaster. Therefore, we have to go through the whole suck phase 3 times, and go through the whole retaliation phase twice. Which is going to take a long time. Yeah, so this is like, when it comes to Resident Sleepers, this is going to be the boss. So yeah, we're just going to be big chillin' for a lot of this boss. So yeah, we can only get 1 trophy from this boss, which is going to be the Electro Ball one, where we actually don't need a costume to... We only need a costume that can deal damage to deal with it. We don't need any specific costume from this boss fight. So we're going to see where it goes to. It's going to the right. There's song bangs though. No, I don't need Jelly Drop. Jelly Drop is not required. So yeah, this is why this boss is slow. Because we're only a minute and 43 in and we've only done 1 damage. It's just a lot of waiting around. We're gonna catch it? Nah. So now we're on the final phase. Gotta sit through 1 more of this. There we are, and that's 12th boss defeated after fucking so long.
Oh.
And now we have lands. So lands are going to be kind of difficult because we don't have Jelly Jolt, which makes the boss really easy, but we do have Inky Painter, which is very useful. And I'm also going to equip an Aero Acrobat, just for like, because I think Aero Acrobat will be useful here. So here we go. There we are. Now at this point we don't need our Inky Painter, so I am going to... Actually, I'll sack Acrobat here. Just in case I mess up the next phase, and I can use Inky Painter for that. There we are. And that's Lance defeated. Lance being pretty simple, straightforward. And now, we're going to walk off the stage twice. Or 3 times, sorry. To quickly trigger the next cutscene. And this is where the whole run comes together beautifully. And is the reason why I picked up costumes such as Aero Acrobat and Dynamic Dolphin and Air Cat in the first place. Because my giant Chiron brain realized something, that this boss is going to force us to pick up 9 costumes as it is. So I might as well use those 9 costumes to the best ability as I can. So we've just got Air Cat, we've got Dust Butterfly, and we've got Acrobat. 3 costumes will be picked up during this run. Therefore they don't go towards the counter. And we can get the first hit like that using our Air Cat. In fact, this boss forces us to pick up 12 costumes, but we can actually avoid the final 3 if we do this boss perfectly. So that's what the run comes down to. See, now we got the final 2 costumes of the entire run actually, which is going to be the Invisible Man and the chest piece, meaning we're now at 10 costumes. Look at these chest guys. This costume can jump. And then to finish off, for the final phase, we have Frost Fairy, Inky Painter, and Dynamic Dolphin. And that's the final hit. We don't need costumes anymore for the rest of this run. And your question has been answered. How many costumes does it take to beat Balan Wonderworld? Your answer is 10. 10 costumes are required because I picked up 8 of these costumes from this boss, plus 2 that I didn't need. And then I had to pick up... So I had to pick up... Yeah. Out of the 9 costumes here, I used 7 of them, which puts our total up to 9. Plus, unfortunately, we had to pick up Gear Prince. Gear Prince was the only costume in this run I did not pick up that was not in this boss fight. And there we have it. The boss is crashing down. And now it's up to me to deliver the final ouchie. And time. And that's actually a PB. Even with those giant mistakes. So GG, yeah. And the answer to your question is, you can beat Balan Wonderworld only having to acquire 10 costumes. Hope you guys all enjoyed that run and learned something interesting. Thank you all for watching.